Every year, thousands of Australians fall victim to scams. Behind every statistic is a real person, someone who has faced the devastating impact of scams. The victims you will hear from emerge stronger and are sharing their stories to help others avoid the traps they once fell into. These are their stories.
The weeks after this extortion were pretty hard. I was really at a low point, very depressed. Really lucky to have really supportive friends and family who didn't shame me. There was no need to have shame at all because these scams happen all the time. You're not alone. My workplace was really helpful. They also were trying to look at how to help me in terms of recovering some of that money back. And my bank were very helpful with that. They have even special departments with these types of scams because they're so commonplace. I would never ever give in to a sextortion again. I would report it immediately to my bank and the police because there's law enforcement out there to support you because these scams are very prevalent. That's one thing I found out from this whole experience is I am one of many.
When I found out I was scammed, I was not embarrassed. I told all my friends. Hopefully this stops my friends from falling for the same thing. But I mean, it's just so hard when they're so sophisticated and they keep, changing the way they operate their scams.
After I realised that I was scammed, I didn't talk to anyone about it. I felt quite ashamed about it. I was talking with one of my mates and he got the same message through a different social media platform. He was telling me about this really awesome opportunity that someone had where he could get a lot of money quite quickly. And I said to him, hey, I think this is a scam. He told me he didn't know what I was talking about. I then opened up to my mate and told him that I'd been the victim of the scam and that I'd lost quite a bit of money. I showed him some of the messages that I still had, that I had screenshots of, and it was pretty much the exact same.
Yeah, at first I felt really embarrassed and didn't want to tell my friends that we'd been caught this way. And then when I thought about it, it's better to talk about it and be warned rather than let these things happen to everyone. It's a very sophisticated scam and there are a lot of clever people out there that are scamming people and they're getting more and more sophisticated.
I was very depressed when this first happened, but I did eventually go to law enforcement and that was the best decision I made because the quicker you get to reporting this, they can look at recovering the money. Unfortunately, my money wasn't recoverable, but there are ways to get that money back if I had done it sooner. So that's another piece of advice I would give people who report it as soon as possible. Don't feel shame there. I was really supported by my family who came with me to the police. There are ways of protecting yourself and law enforcement are doing everything they can. So the more information they have is vital in stopping these types of scammers.
I guess in future I will make sure that I'm only ever buying things that I've seen with my own eyes. I'm only going to buy items that I've seen in the flesh. And I will make sure that I can verify that the sender's a real person. I might reverse image search profiles, check that they've actually got friends and it's not just like a bot account. There's so many things that I would have done differently with the knowledge I have now. But that's why I'm doing this as well, sharing my experience so that other people don't fall for the same tricks that I fell for.
I'm here today because I want to talk about it. I want people not to be the victim of scams and understand what to look out for. I've realised now it's nothing to be ashamed about. Anyone can be the victim of the scam. I was told I could invest a small amount of money and I could get a lot of money quite quickly, which I now realise does not happen, especially doing my own research on the investment world and stuff. Only put in what you're happy to lose. Because if you are not happy to lose it, you shouldn't be investing the money in the first place.
On the bright side, at least this has made us much more aware of what scams are like, how often they occur, and we've become ultra cautious about requests for anything in emails, even if it's just to press a button. We consider it's such a problem that we're trying to educate other people about scams to look out for. We've had people from Crime Stoppers come to our meetings of this community organisation and explain what a number of the scams are and how to look out for them, and also what to do if you think you have been scammed.
If you believe you have been scammed, visit the dedicated Scam Safety Hub on the Crime Stoppers Victoria website for information on what to do next.